What's going on, YouTube? This is Vulturous85 here. Of course, I got a deck in front of us. We got a battle pack mat busted out. This deck profile is an ode to all the good reprint sets that have been coming out lately. That's Battle Pack Epic Dawn, Raw Yellow Pack, Legendary Series Collection 2, all of those good sets that have been bringing out lots and lots of really good reprints, and pretty much like this is an ode to those reprint sets because Konami is doing a really good job at giving really good cards to people that can't really afford all the big major decks. So what they're doing is really redefining what the budget deck is. And budget decks can be very aggressive. They can be very competitive. And this is one of the decks that I've built out of majority of my battle pack openings. So without further ado, I'll get into the lineup. A lot of these monsters really don't have to be explained. How they work, of course, like once you start seeing a lot of the cards, you're going to know exactly what it is. So 3 Beast King Barbaros. It speaks for itself. It's just a huge beater. That's all it's there for. 2 Thunder Kings. It's a beater as well. It's a very good control card if you don't have skill drain out. And yeah, it just speaks for itself. It's Thunder King. 2 Ape Fighters. Again, it's a 19 beater. It is a Horn of the Phantom Beast target, and if you don't have skill drain out, this is actually a really good card because what happens is that when it destroys a monster, it gains 300 attack permanently until you don't attack. So this guy rewards you for being aggressive, and that's what this deck is. It's all about getting up in your opponent's face and just being drop dead aggressive all the time. So a lot of decks can't do that. And this is what this deck excels at. 2 Flammable Fire Dogs. I'm going to push this up to 3 next week. But what this guy does, it's a Horn of the Phantom Beast target as well. It's a 19 beater. If you don't have skill drain out, it's got a very, very good effect. If it destroys an opponent's monster and sends it to the graveyard, special summon a fire type monster from your deck with less than 200 defense, and of course Flame Tiger out of Galactic Overlord holds that place. Flame Tiger is a really good card by itself. It's an 1800 attack. It's a Horn of the Phantom Beast target, and what it does is that you can enter your draw phase and not draw a card and special summon this guy from your graveyard instead. So it allows you to make very easy synchro or very easy exceed plays. You can use it for synchro plays too, but it makes very easy exceed plays. And one of the best exceeds for this deck is, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I won a couple games with it this weekend with it, and we'll get to it when we get to the extra deck. 3 Photon Saber Tigers. It's good by itself without skill drain. It instantly replaces itself. Under skill drain, it's a 2000 beater. What more can you ask? It gives you access to Acid Golem and Leviathan. Of course, Acid Golem is amazing in skill drain decks. 3 Effect Veiler. Now, the reason you won't play 3 Effect Veiler in this is, yeah, this card abuses skill drain like a motherfucker. But the thing is, when you go Game 2 and Game 3, your opponent is most likely going to side roll Decree against you. So you have to have multiple levels of monster effect negation in the deck. Along with this and Forbidden Chalice are your effect negations. So even if they have Decree up, you still have a level of negation that you can hurt your opponent with. That's it for the monsters. Spells, 3 dualities. Just adds consistency to the deck. You hardly ever special summon in this deck, so it's always going to be live after you're always going to be able to make a play after a duality, since you almost never special summon. 2 Forbidden Chalice, like I said, it goes into the same realm as Effect Veiler. It's just another way to negate your opponent's monster effects if you don't have skill drain or if they have Decree up. So you're always going to be on the offensive with this, either by taking out your opponent's monster effects or by pumping up your own and just making your guys bigger beaters. Dark Hole, Monster Born, and Heavy Storm. Those are all staples. That's the end of the spell lineup. The trap lineup is the big one. This takes up like almost half the deck. So 2 skill drains. This is pretty much like the most important card of the entire deck. It puts so much pressure on your opponent when it comes out, and it is your opponent's #1 target to get rid of or to stop, because this is what makes the deck amazing. With your big beaters, with your Beast King Barbaros, this card is always going to help you out once you have it out. 3-Horned Phantom Beast. Of course, every monster except for your effect failures, which should never ever be on the field, and your Thunder King Ryos are targets for this guy. Pump all your guys by 800, then draw cards when they destroy a monster and send it to the graveyard, and it gives you instant pluses. It's so good, and play during damage step is just amazing. 2 Phoenix Chains. That's all that can be said. Phoenix Chain is just an amazing card. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. Monster Hate. Monster Hate. Nuke Hate. This is mainly for those torrentials, those heavy storms, when you have multiple monsters out or multiple traps set. The reason I play 2 is because I always want one, especially if I go first and I draw, 4 traps and 2 monsters, or any combination where I have more traps than I do anything else, which is mostly the case. And so I want Starlight Road to be able to protect all of my shit. So very early game Starlight Roads are just devastating. 1 Dark Bribe is pretty much the same thing, and 1 Solemn Judgment is pretty much the same thing. Extra deck. There's 1 card I want to talk about specifically in this. So 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Steelstorm Roach. Yeah, not reprinted, but it's putting in a lot more work with Chaos Dragons. Become very, very relevant. Any Chaos-based deck that has played Blackluster Soldier, Chaos Sorcerer, Light Pulsars, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, any of those. It hurts Heretics, and it's becoming a much more useful card in the meta. 1 Maestro, 1 Photon Pepple Operative. I put in work with this against X-Sabers. It was really, really nice. They had a Paschal up, and activated effect, put Paschal into attack mode, and just start hitting it with everything I had. So that was pretty damn funny. 2 Gemnite Pearls. I had an opponent pretty much like shit a brick when I summoned this guy on him, because he had Naturia Barkion out on me. And Naturia Barkion hurts this deck so damn bad. So I had Flame Tiger in graveyard, I had a level 4 in hand, and I wasn't... I knew he didn't have any monster negation or any attack negation up on his field, because I'd just been attacking the hell out of him, and then he just finally made that synchro play and started beating me in. So I specialed Flame Tiger from my graveyard, summoned a level 4, exceeded into Pearl, he shat a brick, and I attacked over his Barkion, and it was all fun after that. So very, very good card in Skill Drain. Of course, that has no effect, so you're not going to get any backdraw whatsoever. He's just a 26 beater. That's it. Plus, your opponent can't Phoenix Chain him. That's always real fun. 1 Acid Golem, very, very good under Skill Drain. 1 Leviathan, 1 Catastor, 1 Bronic, 1 Black Rose, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, and 1 Mistworm. These are all super, super good if you don't have the Skill Drain up, and they always put in really good work. Synchros still are awesome. Do side deck real quick. So 2 Raikos, those are self-explanatory. 3 MSTs, 2 Lances, 2 Smashing Grounds, 2 Shadow Imprisoning for those damn Inzektor matches, 2 Chain Disappearance, again for those Inzektor matches, and 2 Vanity's Emptiness. You never special, so this never hurts you. It always hurts your opponent, though. So, very, very good card in this deck. So, without further ado, tell me what you think. What kind of decks have you been building because these good reprint sets coming out? Has it expanded what decks you're playing? And are you just happy about all these reprints? Comment down below. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that good shit. I'm out.